Yeah, I wanted to talk to y'all about buildings. This one here is similar to mine, but mine is bigger. See, it's got the porch on the front and the entry door. And if I had it to do over, I'd have done it a little bit different, because we'll take a walk in here. Of course, mine's a 10 by 20. But see, you walk in and you're come in this way, and then here's a look back, and there's the loft. Of course, mine's got the loft on both sides, which you can have sleeping area. And this one here looks like it's got a pretty decent loft in it. I mean, height-wise, it might be a little bit taller than mine. But if I had it to do over, I don't think I would have bought a building like this one here, for the simple fact that the door comes in through the end of it. And I'm gonna walk you over here and show you another building, and show you all another building, and I'll explain why I wouldn't go with one like this if I had it to do over with. Keep backing up here. Okay. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't go with one like that if I had my chance, or had a chance to do it over again. I would have went with something like this. These buildings, you can get these buildings and you can custom order them any way you want, and they'll do them about any way you want. And a lot of people says, well, yeah, I can build one and have it a lot cheaper than that. And you're absolutely right, you definitely can. You can build one and have it a lot cheaper than that. But here's my question. When I got mine put in, I checked, and I didn't have no building permits or nothing. They can slide this thing, most cases they can slide this thing in there and just slide it off. You might go down there and get you a permit to have it slid off. That's what I did. I went down there and told them I had a lofted cabin that I was buying, and I needed to get a permit. And they come down there and they slid it off. And that's how I got it. Apologize for the traffic, but that's how I got around all the building restrictions and stuff. But now, as you can see, this is a lofted, and this here is a lofted like mine, but this here's got the side. Now, you can have this ordered and have a regular door put in this. Then that way, when you walk in here, and this is smaller than my cabin. This one here's only a 16, mine's a 20. But then that way, when you walk in, when you come in, you can have your living room and stuff, and your kitchen right here in the center. Then on this end, on one end or the other, like on that end, you could have a bedroom over there, and then on the opposite end, you could have your bathroom. And portion it off and have your bathroom. And what I'm getting at is, especially if you're wanting to go with wood heat, with the other cabin, when you walk in, it depends on where you put your stove, but your stove's going to be up towards the front unless you have it in the back, and then that kind of messes up the arrangements. But if you went with a building like this one, then you could come in and you could, as you walk in your front door, see, as you walk in your front door here, you can put your stove right there, and you can put your kitchen right here, and then you can have a little sitting room on this side, and you can have a bathroom on that side, and a bedroom on this side. You can have a loft up on that side, and you can have a loft up here for sleeping room up here too. Then what you do, let me shut this door here. Then what I would do is I'd go right up there to that first gable, and I'd build an arch out and make me a roof. and I'd put me a porch right on the front of it. And then that way you would have the whole front of this as a porch. My porch is only a 4-foot porch, 4 by 10 porch. But you could easily come off the top of this. Come off the top of this 10 foot, if you wanted, 8 foot, 12 foot, whatever you wanted to do. And put you a deck down here and you'd have a nice place to sit. And by being able to come into the center, I hope y'all can follow what I'm saying, because I know I'm making it a little complicated, and I'm trying my best not to do that. I'm trying to simplify it as best as I can. I like things simplified. But if you come into the center of it, the doorway was in the center, then I just think it opened the whole thing up more. See, when I have to go in my cabin, I go in my cabin and the stove is right, or my wood stove is right there. And with a wood stove, you're supposed to have so many feet by according to regulations. And all this could do, you know, if they ever come in on you, you're supposed to have so much room and this and that. And God forbid if you got a fine or something for that, or they would condemn your place. But check with your local regulations and stuff and see. But that's definitely what I would do, is I would go with a building like that. And I didn't have much choice. I couldn't get nothing wider than a 10 foot up my place. But I mean, you could go 12 foot wide and you think, well, 2 foot. I'm telling you, 2 foot by 20 or 2 foot by 30, and you're talking a lot more feet. And 2 foot makes a big difference on small living, and I believe it'd be a lot better off. But that's exactly what I would do. But I wanted to share that with you all. If I had it to do over, that's what I would do. And this red one over here with the red roof, see, let's go over and see what size it is. See what size it is. But I don't like the roof. I would rather have the lofted roof. Because if you got the loft, you can use it as extra sleeping quarters or whatever you want, you see. And this is a 12 by 40. Now imagine this. This is a 12 by 40. But now see, you come in here and you're coming right into the beginning, and then you're gonna have your boots and your shoes and stuff here, and then you're gonna have to partition this off and everything. Maybe have a little hallway down through here. But if you come into the side, you'd have all that space. You'd have all this space. You'd have loft. This ain't a lofted, but if this was a loft, then you'd have loft up there and a loft up there. And I think it'd just be a lot better off. Because my cabin is a little small, and I do have to do some work on it. And I plan on adding on to mine because it's so small. I want to stay small. But now, if you're not going to go with wood heat and stuff, I like the wood heat, and I cook with wood and everything. I like it. But now, you could go with any of these styles, I think, if you went with LP and just put you one of them little small heaters in. But that's up to you if you want to go with the wood heat or the little LP heater. But I'd rather do wood myself. But as you can see, I mean, you just don't have no room when you come in the ends. But if you come in from the side, see, it's hard for me to, I apologize, I'm probably shaking. I got the bad shakes and I ain't got my tripod. And it's hard for me to see in this small little screen. But see, now if you come into the side, you can have a nice living room, kitchen, bedroom on one side, a bedroom on the other, and a kitchen or a bathroom, however you want to design it. I think if you come in from the side of the building, it just opens it up a whole lot more. And I wanted to share that with you. That's just a mistake that I made when I made my building, when I got my building, and I couldn't go with any bigger. But you all have a great day, and be sure to like and subscribe.